the Star Wars, the second one, the second new one. IMDb had
one?
like the
You're
one
talking
with
about like Attack of the Clones.
no, the one
Talking
with
like
Luke
Samuel L.
Skywalker
Jackson?
came back. No, like very new, 2019.
Samuel Jackson. That
How is
cameo
that the
was
second? How is that the second new one?
Newest one, the second newest one.
Yeah, like the
So really
like the
the
millennial
third.
version. The millennial. Oh yeah. Fuck. You're gonna have to bleep that out.
Yeah. We have to bleep all
Bleep it
this
all
out.
out.
Gonna get fucking
This is-
murked
this is
by
too-
China if we keep going on this route, man.
Yeah, we're too controversial.
Going after Star Wars though. I don't know. A lot of people hate Star Wars these days. They were very upset that a woman got a lead role.
I don't think that was the majority of the.
Well, did you see the IMDb?
They were
They gave
just-
it like 3.5 stars because it was just like these trolls were like, "All right, it's not cool that a woman is the main character just for the sake of being a woman." Was their argument?
Those
So
were
they're
like-
let's take it all down.
But the
And they
people
went
who
like 10,000
actually,
strong.
I know, and you know they're kind of right because why should women be in movies? But the whole, I think the people that saw the movies like just felt like the movies were bad. I've seen all of them and I didn't.
No, the critics all gave it like 100% because they were trying to counteract the IMDb people. The same thing happened with Captain Marvel too. Because Brie Larson made like a feminist quote at one of the movie showings, and then the trolls were like, "All right, let's get her," and then the critics were like, "We stand with Brie." And it was just this weird like 100% Rotten Tomatoes, like 2.6 stars IMDb. Then you have movies like The Room that are now up to like really high in IMDb just because of the trolls also attacking there.
Yeah, but that's not real criticism.
No, but
I mean, but I guess at the same time, real criticism, if it's just responding to trolls, then that's also like delegitimized.
are you arguing for dictatorship over democracy?
What?
Wait, what
No.
are you saying?
Well, 'cause I'm
Where
saying-
did you get that?
Well, so you're saying, so like in some sense, some interpretation, I'm not saying it's the right interpretation,
Uh-huh.
because if you trust critics over IMDb, you're saying you trust like the elite over the masses.
That's not true. I
But
just
the
feel
masses-
like
Sorry,
Well,
go
the masses here is trolls, but
I feel like the when it gets to it, like feel like most people are very lazy in justifying their opinions, whereas as like a critic, you're more inclined to justify your opinion because you're getting paid for it. And
you're getting paid by the movie.
Yeah, it's true. Then it's a conflict of interest. Yeah, you're right. I mean, honestly, I kind of just miss, well, maybe not miss because I've never experienced this, but it would be cool. Like you guys know in Ratatouille, like the critic, what's his name?
Oh,
What's that guy's name?
is it Anton?
Yeah,
The French
Anton.
guy?
Yeah, Anton. It would be cool to see like critics like that more
The
I
guy was
guess
an asshole.
normalized. Yeah, but I mean it's still fun and engaging because
He
you're like, oh
destroyed a
shit.
bunch of restaurants in that movie.
Yeah, but then he turned over a new leaf and gave like a heartwarming, genuine.
Yeah, and he let a
critique.
bunch of rats that probably had bubonic plague serve food to people.
And then he got fired.
And then he started a new restaurant knowing that he was serving people plague.
Yeah. So he's not even a critic anymore.
No, he's just a monster. Like he started an enormous pandemic in that movie.
Yeah.
I'm just picturing like the rat making David Schwimmer, like, you know, controlling him by the hair and making him join Antifa, and then just like destroying cars.
Was that David Schwimmer in the movie?
I'm pretty sure it's David Schwimmer.
Oh shit!
Really?
Crazy.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Why would the rat be in Antifa?
You know, because he hates fascism.
Is that Patton Oswalt or just the rat?
I think it's the rat.
Oh, interesting. I love Ratatouille. I don't know.
Yeah, Ratatouille is so good.
I don't like Star Wars, so I just have nothing to add to that.
Yeah, neither do I. If there were 5 or 7 sequels to Ratatouille, I would prefer that to like 7 sequels.
Oh yeah,
to
no, Star Wars is like Ratatouille is objectively a lot better than Star
If the universe of Ratatouille
Wars.
was expanded in 7 movies, that would
Are
be
you guys
better.
being serious? I can't tell if you're are you trolling me right now?
I mean, just
Do you guys
imagine-
actually like Ratatouille?
Yeah, I
Ratatouille
did.
is
It was a good
amazing.
movie. If you just imagine the world in which like Ratatouille's universe was expanded into 7 or 8 movies.
What would they possibly talk about? for the first movie?
imagine the content.
They would have to do something like the Antifa line. It's really the only game by the 7th movie.
Yeah, it's
It's like
true.
a
I'm
social
sure someone's
commentary.
I'm sure someone's made this joke already, but like he like finally gets with the girl and he just like controls him, like doing
What
sex.
the fuck?
You know, he goes and votes, I guess.
There's no sex in that universe. because it was all men.
What?
There was no like, I mean, there was still sex, but there was no reproduction.
So he could have gay sex.
Yeah, but like how all his siblings were men or boys, and he didn't have a mother.
No, you don't know that. They just didn't show it. Just because they don't show it doesn't mean that exclusion is necessary.
I think me and Roy are gonna cancel Ratatouille. And you're going down a different path.
That's why I'm telling you, the movie sucked. I don't know. I can't believe you guys actually liked that movie.
Wait, why do you think the movie
serious?
sucks? How do you
You're
think
the only
the movie
person I met
sucks?
that didn't love it.
What was good about? I mean, it was just like a movie about like a rat who controlled a guy with hair. I don't.
It's such an interesting idea.
Yeah,
Why is
what
it-
about
it's-
that doesn't sound cool?
What do you? I don't know. It just sounds like something that like a high person thought of, and it was just like, what if he like got in his hat and he like made pasta? Like,
That's so
okay.
good. What an
know,
interesting,
man.
Fair
unique
point. That's
idea.
fair.
I think it's a fun idea. That's why I like it so much.
Also,
it's a
Patton
fun
Oswalt. We stand Patton Oswalt.
I don't
That's
stand
true.
Patton Oswalt. He killed his wife, man.
He did not kill his
That's right.
wife.
He killed his wife and became the Golden State Killer.
He's like, she's on to me. Can you imagine if he was the? That would just be a really weird way to go. It's
It
like
means
this
he had a
small-
time machine. It means he had a time machine.
I just imagine like his wife getting the drawings, and they were just all of Patton Oswalt. And his like dopey fat face.
Yeah, he's all like, there's like you. Yeah, that was you. That's just not even believable. Like, just imagine like King of Queens, Patton Oswalt trying to kill like Kevin James, and Kevin James just like tackling him. Like, not today, Patton. Or Spence was his character.
I bet some people would be happy that Kevin James was murdered because
Oh, okay.
Why would you say
yeah,
that?
apparently he's an asshole. I'm just saying. So I'm sure some people that have worked with him really had left a bad taste in their mouths.
Leah
Ooh.
Remini or Remen, whatever, the Scientology person.
Oh, the girl, yeah, the woman.
No, she did a new show with him, I think.
Really?
Yeah, she must not hate. Oh no, even they both said like I did not like working with them. They were both very difficult on set.
Okay.
Did you not see Zoolander?
I feel like I forget. That's the one with Ben Stiller, right? Oh no. Wait, is it?
Is that the one where they go to Madagascar
No,
from the zoo?
no, that is not what happened.
Wait, what is that? Wait, what is that movie called actually?
Madagascar.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It was very clever, yeah. Ben Stiller's been in some weird roles.
Yeah.
I have nothing else to say.
Really?
That's all I know about.
All I have to say is about celebrities.
What even happened this week? I guess Biden's son got in trouble.
Yeah, I thought we already knew that though. He did like cocaine on a.
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't
ass.
understand what the like. It seemed like the article was the same article from like last June or whatever.
I think it just now renewed focus because of the big date coming up.
What does someone's son have to do with anything? Like it's not like it's not like
Talk to me or my son.
Well, the problem was that they thought that Biden's son was getting Biden involved with Ukrainian energy companies, which would be which
okay.
would is like if you getting
connected?
involved, if you get involved with like foreign, finance shit, then that's like a conflict of
Wait,
interest.
why did Lance talk about sniffing cocaine out of like a prostitute's ass?
That was
another-
part of the.
That's Hunter.
That's what he
Ah.
did. Yes.
His son's like a crackhead.
Yeah. So what is that? What does that particularly have to do with Biden? Unless like Biden himself was a prostitute.
What are you implying here?
I think people want to like take all of Hunter Biden's weird like going abouts and try to put it on Biden or something.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
weird that like I feel like sometimes you get in mainstream culture you get defined more by your parents than your kids, which makes no sense.
I think it's the more
It's like-
successful your parents are, then yes.
Like okay, so I'm like Sofia Coppola, she got a career. I mean, she's a great director, but she got a career because of her father. But no one's like, oh wow, Francis Ford Coppola, the daughter that you raised, had some really bad movie roles. No one blames him, but they blame her for like having a
'cause they're-
successful father.
Well, they don't. What do you mean? They don't blame her. They just.
Oh, a
are
lot
like,
of people do.
Yeah, I feel like you always look at the negatives,
I
Lance.
might always look at the negative. Okay, but like this one, Hunter Biden or Trump Jr. If they do shitty stuff, it's like you were raised by your father, you know. But if like the parents do something shitty, the kids are gonna get a lot of blame for something they can't control.
I think both things happen.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of other examples, but I can't.
I
really.
think if Hunter Biden was a piece of shit and then had like some kids, and his kids were like very well to do and like chill, they would still get like, oh well, your dad is like a fucked up guy.
Which is unfair.
I mean,
honestly, like people shouldn't be surprised at like children of politicians that end up being fucked up. I think people should just applaud instead when a child is actually good and normal and they also belong to a politician. Then people should be like, wow, holy shit, this kid is incredible. Because
who are we talking about here?
We're not talking about anyone. I'm just saying, because like you're pretty much like living without a parent, but technically they're still your parent. And in more so, they're trying to make it seem like they're your parent to other people because that's part of
it kind of sucks. Yeah, that would suck.
I mean, I think you should also applaud kids who are fucking crazy, because like even Biden seems like such a stiff dude, but then his son turns out to be like a cool guy. You know what I mean?
Do you
does drugs?
Do you think sniffing drugs out of someone's ass is cool?
I think it's pretty funny. I mean, like Joe Biden's like this like old grandpa dude who seems like he doesn't know what's going on, and then his son is just like
sniff this butt.
I mean, here's the funny thing. I still think it's hilarious. Like the moment after his own brother died, he's like to his brother's widow. He was like, "What's up, ma?" And then he gets with her, and then that was just a relationship for years. Yeah. I mean, that. I mean, I wouldn't say he's like a cool guy, maybe. Yeah. But I will say he's
an asshole.
He's a hilarious man.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's a hot take.
Well, I mean, it is funny that happened.
Yeah, but that's probably what Joe was like when he was younger. Let's be real.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. I think it's it is funny to watch people completely like truck their own life with all of these issues when their parents are such public figures.
Like Chet Hanks, another one.
He hasn't. I mean, has he? What has he done?
I don't know. He just makes videos with a bunch of tattoos.
Yeah, that's not
the system.
That's not that crazy.
It's pretty low key.
Yeah.
Interesting.
What? What? Making videos is really low key.
Didn't one of Obama's daughters like get arrested for drug use? That could be completely wrong. I don't even know if that's true.
I know that she went to like Lala and there were like videos taken of her like twerking.
Wow, that's pretty insane.
I can't believe she's dancing.
You've gone too far this time.
Yeah.
I feel like if I'll take it a step further. If you're a president's son or daughter or non-binary, then if you're normal, then you're a loser. What are you even doing? You have all this money. You have all this protection. Why aren't you living your who?
Chelsea Clinton.
Oh, exactly. She's the biggest fucking loser of all time.
She doesn't really do much.
Just going at
She writes books. That's about it, and they're like kind of cheesy. You know, I think everyone's probably heard this joke at some point, but the Secret Service has to stay with the whole family their whole lives.
Yeah.
It's like every time they have sex, they have to be outside the door.
Someone at Penn told me a story about Malia Obama when she went to like a Penn party. She was fucking this dude, but like the Secret Service had to like pretty much lock down the house.
Oh,
when it was happening at a frat party.
Was it Ben Simmons?
It was at UPenn. He didn't go to UPenn.
Well, yeah, but he parties there.
Wait, what was she doing at UPenn? Just like, I guess like her dad was touring.
No, I mean she's in college. She goes to Ivy League schools.
Isn't she at Yale or something?
Yeah, but that's far away though.
Dude, the Ivies just go to each other's schools just to like new people. I don't think that's what happens.
No, that doesn't make any goddamn sense.
Why would you travel like 3 hours to go to?
You don't travel 100 miles for some dick. I'm sorry.
I don't know. Have fun. I would travel 100 miles.
No. But she didn't have. That's not fun. Nah. I mean, that's different. And she traveled 100 miles for dick.
Why doesn't
no? She wasn't traveling 100 miles for dick. She was going to a frat party.
Yeah, I mean, that's the same thing. Come on now. You don't go to a frat party and not expect.
Yeah, but she has frat parties at her school too.
Yeah, exactly.
that if she's there is going to be extremely well attended
Oh, but
because of
maybe
who she
the
is.
maybe she didn't want to
I
get
don't know.
noticed. Maybe
I
she
don't
wanted
know,
a
guys.
one-time thing.
Some people go to other schools to party. You've
Not
done that
100
yourself.
miles away. Not 100
100
miles
miles,
away.
yeah.
That's like me.
I just did that last week, dog.
Wait, what?
I traveled like 700 miles.
Okay, but this is different. This
that
like,
was that was
How
to
is it
see,
different?
That was to see Lance.
yeah, that was
And you didn't get
It was
dick
different.
from Lance.
yeah, that did not happen. Let's have that on.
Well,
the record.
let's not. Let's not. I don't know what happened while you guys were there, but
This is
if
weird.
anyone in the comments wants to write some fan fiction, feel free to go ahead.
That would just be Babatunde. I still don't understand your.
No,
I don't know why she should make them come.
Are
to
you
her.
guys questioning like the legitimacy of the story or just her motives? I don't understand.
I could
you're-
see
She's a rich daughter. I don't know what do you think? She's gonna do whatever she wants. She probably flew there.
I could see her doing that just because she doesn't want to be near people that know her, like directly know her. So like if she's just there to get some dick, then it's like, okay, well, at least I'm not getting some dick with somebody that I already know. It's gonna be awkward the next day if I hook up with someone from Yale. So let me just go to this
no, she's
this
at
other
Harvard,
nice place
actually.
you pal. Oh really? Well, that makes more
Harvard.
sense.
That's like 300 miles. Then that's a hike, man.
Yeah, that's a high.
I mean,
dude.
it was before she was in college, so she was in Washington,
okay.
D.C., which is a 2-hour drive.
Wait, so she wasn't in college? So she was a teenager?
No, she took a gap year. Do you guys know Malia Obama's
no.
life at all?
Why would we know that all these?
Why would we know
details?
her? Why would we know when she got
Because you guys
dick?
were just ranting about how fucking cool Jerry Stiller was, so I just assumed maybe you had some background
How is
knowledge
that
on
relevant?
these other. They're all
I don't
just
have-
celebrities.
I don't have a calendar of when
seen-
Leo Obama
Yeah,
gets some good stuff. I'm not gonna know that.
I
I'm
do
sorry,
with
Eddie.
Jerry Stiller though, because I've seen him do it on TV. I've seen him as an 85-year-old man schmooze people in King of Queens very effectively. I have not seen Malia Obama as like a 17-year-old.
Knock knock.
Who's it?
Barack Hussein Obama.
Isn't that just his name? Interesting.
Wow, I like how you just stopped the whole thing. That was pretty good though. I actually haven't heard of that. Which I feel like is weird because I feel like people would have made that joke.
Because he's a Muslim.
Wait, is that? I'm gonna do some searching.
He's not a Muslim.
I know he's not a Muslim. I remember that. Do you remember that video of John McCain where this woman's like, "I'm not voting for him. He's a Muslim." He's like, "No, he's not. He's a good man." And everyone's like, "John McCain, what a good." Like, what? How is that? And they were using that as be like, "See, this is why McCain should be the future of the Republicans."
Well, most people do just think that Muslims are just terrorists. Like
Do
they don't
most people
think
that, or just
Yeah.
a lot of people?
dude.
Well, most
people,
means like 80% of people would be like, "Yeah, I'd agree with that."
listen, man. Half the country legitimately thought Barack Obama was like going to bomb a mall or something when he was being elected in 2007.
Do you think he'd be higher if he was actually Muslim? Or is it the fact that people think he's Muslim? Do you think that affects it at all? Do you think there's some people like, I think he's a Muslim, but I'm not sure, so I'm not entirely sure that he's gonna do
If he
this.
was a Muslim, would he have gotten elected? That's a good question.
No,
Yeah.
Well, but a lot of people thought he
No.
was when they voted
Yeah,
for him.
I agree.
So you got to keep that in mind, though. Think about the amount of people that assumed that he was.
I don't
and
think
probably
people
still-
voted for him because he was a Muslim. I think people voted for him because they liked that other people thought he was a Muslim and they knew that he wasn't.
I think that was their deciding factor.
People wanted I mean, all right, I'm not going to say that they voted for him because he's black, but people definitely liked themselves when they voted for him.
No, but 2008 was different, man.
What a
I mean?
roundabout way of saying that.
Yeah, that was pretty roundabout. Oh my god.
that's like saying when people voted for Barack Obama, they felt like they didn't have a need to donate to the NAACP. That's like literally that's the same thing as what you're saying.
Well, they felt like they basically were.
They all wore badges. I ended racism today.
Honestly, those elections, I
Oh,
feel like were
my
so
God.
good. Both of those elections, they were so tame.
Yeah, man.
They
I
were
feel like you
so
say that
good.
now, dude. If you went back and rewatched it, you'd probably be like, huh, it was not as tame as I thought.
Well, I mean, maybe in just in light of now, but I feel
No,
like
those were, I think, more passive aggressively.
Honestly, like the
Really?
the elections, the primaries with like Hillary and Obama, those got pretty
Those were
got
pretty heated.
feisty. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
not tame at all. That was just like, didn't Bill Clinton say, like, why would you vote for this guy, black people? It's me, Bill. I'm like honorary black. He said something along those lines.
What?
I'm telling you, look it up. That happened. I actually really want to watch these debates now. It's probably so ridiculous.
Well, the town hall didn't that happen recently? Like yesterday?
No, I'm talking about that 2008 prime. The top three
Uh,
from 2008 end up being the next the next four Democratic candidates. Isn't it crazy? Like, if Biden wins, the next 16 years were essentially decided in 2007 by like just
Wait,
whatever.
16
the hell's going
years.
on.
I mean, I
17
get-
years, except for the four.
I guess, but I mean that's just due to the fact that like if someone wins and you're the vice president, then you're more likely to win people over because you have direct experience. I mean that's why.
Wait,
It's like
what
a
is
it's like a grandfather thing. It's kind of like a grandfather
Yeah, but like I think a lot of people
clause.
don't like that though. Where it's like once you win a presidency, you essentially win the next presidency if your vice president is competent.
Yeah.
But then it's essentially
Maybe.
the same regime. That hasn't been historically happening because they keep just jumping back and forth.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's necessarily true. I mean, especially now with people just like entering the race just to get voters familiarized with their names. Like I don't think anyone who entered this year actually thought that, like, aside from Joe Biden, and did Hillary Clinton also run this year?
No, she didn't.
Oh god,
Yeah.
that would have been bad.
Yeah, I would have.
She probably would have won too. It's like the funny
What
part.
do you know? What?
She might have.
She was polling like ahead of Biden like
Yeah.
a month ago.
Dude, she has a big base.
Wait, how is she polling if she wasn't even running?
Because people are stupid.
People ask like,
People are so
hey, if Hillary
stupid.
Clinton was running, would you vote for her over Biden? They'd be like, yeah, sure. She's
People
the
are so
hero we
dumb,
need
dude.
now.
What the fuck?
I know she lost 4 years ago, but this time Russia won't be around. I don't know if that's what
That
goes
country
on.
won't exist.
I'm pretty sure they still occasionally poll like, if Ronald Reagan was running today, even though he's dead, would you vote for him over Trump? They'll be like, yeah, we love
Yeah, of
Reagan."
course. Yeah, but that's just the boomers, though.
Yeah, but what does that poll tell you about anything? This guy that's been dead for 20 years, that was president 40 years ago? Would you vote for him?
Okay,
Yeah, let's
Lance,
bring him back.
Lance, I know for a fact you love hypotheticals, so like this is
do,
just exactly. So you're just feeding to that. So honestly, if you were given that kind of poll, I'm sure you would have answered it too. You rat bastard.
Oh wait, remember that poll they did like 5 years ago where they said, should we bomb the city from Aladdin? And like 32% of people said, yeah, they're dangerous. I don't remember what the city is, but it was like 1/3 of people in the country are just like, you know what? Let's just get ahead of the game and just bomb them now.
Holy shit. That's
I'm
crazy.
sure if they re-asked that poll, it'd probably maybe be 40% this day. Like, I don't know, 45. Is that just a consequence of people just see? I think you should ask questions like that to see if like if the answer's too low, you're polling too smart of a population for the U.S.
Yeah.
Like if you ask a question like, have we been to Mars yet? And like 30% of people say, if like 2% of people say yes, you're polling way too educated of a group.
Yeah.
It's like then you'd have to go back and re-poll. If the answer's like 40%, sure. It's a pretty good representative sample of the U.S.
that's just confirmation. That's just experience bias.
All right, what percentage do you think would like some weird
What?
conspiracy?
Oh, that would believe in some weird conspiracy.
Something we know is wrong. Like, have we been to?
It definitely
Jupiter?
it definitely depends on how obscure it is. I feel like the more obscure, the more people are likely to believe in it because they have no information.
But what if they don't know about it?
That's true. Wait, but isn't that just the Mandela effect or whatever that shit's called?
Oh shit,
idea.
the Mandela effect.
Isn't that the same thing where people just believe one thing and it's just like actually not true, but they just accept it as fact because I don't even know.
No, it's where there's a collective of people that remember something that
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
happen.
Yeah,
That is
so
kinda
it's wrong. You're just wrong about a fact.
No, people use that as like proof for why there's time travelers.
Yeah.
Like there's like a Pepsi symbol or something that they claim used to be different.
People claim that this is the dumbest shit of all time, but people are like, there was a movie with Sinbad in like the 80s where he was dressed as a genie, and it was called like Sham Wow, and there are like hundreds of thousands of people who have agreed that this movie existed, and that shit never happened. So
That's the point, is that there was time travel.
yeah, explain that, Obama. Fucking bitch.
Might have been behind it for all we know.
Yeah, he was the genie.
There's also another dumb one where people are like, the Berenstein Bears used to be called the Bernstein Bears.
Oh, I've heard
People
that one,
think
yeah.
that's like a Jewish conspiracy,
What's the
'cause it's-
conspiracy?
that they're behind it.
Behind
But
what?
why would they
the
change the
change in naming convention?
I don't know, because there's some family called the Berensteins that probably like, I don't know, didn't want to be found or something.
Yeah, but they're called the Bears. That just seems like a pretty natural.
Listen, man, people are gonna blame the Jews for anything.
Honestly, isn't that
Sure,
the
that they
point?
People
Isn't that
blame the Jews for like the Flint, Michigan water crisis.
Gross.
Yeah.
For this time.